2nd and 4. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. And a Rams first down.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Brought down by Nate Gehrig.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Eagles, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries, but last year started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Carson Wentz sacked.
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz This short throw caught by Goddard.
Complete to Dallas Goedert.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now Wentz on third down. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a game.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Number 23.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
The tackle made
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first.
Eagles nothing.
So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board. So
back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. The numbers for Sanders last week, 20 carries, 81 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, he's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
By Johnston. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
3. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Tackled by
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz escaping. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Is no good.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1.
Eagles nothing.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave them some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. On a man down, and it's Sanders. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Boston Scott, his first carry. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
28-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Got an open man. It's Scott. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
11 yards there, 1st down. Wentz to throw again. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. Open man here is Scott, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Wentz gonna throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. Here's a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Rams.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
16 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Michael Brocker.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
By the Rams. They'll take over.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in his zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. And the Rams
looking to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up
now Wentz.
At the 20.
He's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Pass intercepted by the Rams.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
The quarterback on the keeper. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Eagles.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Tom Brady at it again. 3 touchdown passes. From there, it's a short trip in the Sunshine State down to Miami as the Dolphins are at home as well. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Colin Kaepernick has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Danny Amendola, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Scott. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38, Wentz stepping up. He's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Ramsey brought him down. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Scott. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And finding the tight end, Wilson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Caleb Wilson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Rams, 40.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Dallas Goedert.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the option, this is Wentz. Stays on his feet. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, down he goes.
Carson Wentz.
Sacked at the 10.
A loss of 5.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
13. Eagles 3.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through and give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So here are the Rams to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Taken down by Vinny Curry.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll set up a throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now. Akers.
Cam Akers, the ball.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Kaiser on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Boston Scott.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
They go again with Scott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Wentz's pass.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Eagles 6.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10. At their own.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Rams.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Rams ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers. Third down here.
It's third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Wentz. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Scott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Terrell Burgess on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
On second and 7. Wentz.
42.
This ball complete to Rager. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Rams.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by Cup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Cooper Cup. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Now a run with Akers. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35.
He's brought down at the...
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. 5 yards on the pickup. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Gain of 14.
1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the
to throw is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Miles
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the
Now Wentz fights off the defender, and now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
All right.